Hey everybody, welcome to this big video. I was not expecting to make this at 9:40 on a Sunday night, but there's been a lot of information and so I'm going to talk about it today. Basically, pretty much if you've been on Twitter, if you haven't been on Twitter actually, there has been leaks about the Cambria being the next headset, being the Quest Pro that we all thought it was going to be. These leaks are pretty much confirmed. They were of pictures, there were videos. The guy who posted these leaks claims that he found two Cambrias, otherwise known as the Quest Pro, in a hotel that he works at, and just some dude left them. He hasn't claimed them yet, and so he was gonna unbox them and take a look at them, and he's posted all this stuff to Twitter. The person who did leave them has come forward and claimed them. However, the unboxing is already out there, and if you head over to Twitter or basically anywhere and search Quest Pro, you're bound to see it. The images and video is on screen right now. With how tightly locked down Meta has been on everything relating to the Cambria, it's funny how it gets leaked based off of something like this. But this is inevitably how everything happens. It was probably some higher up at Meta who just accidentally left it in their hotel. And I mean, if there was two of them there, obviously it wasn't that important to the guy. If he had two Cambrias with him, it's not like he was just given one to test out and try and look at. They had two. So obviously somewhere when they were packing up to head out of the hotel, they came to the conclusion of, I think I got everything, let's just head out. And then went, oopsies, I left something important at the hotel, went back and claimed them. However, the damage has been done, we've seen it. I'm sure they were planning to announce everything on October 11th for Connect. This is a little bit of an early showing of what we can expect. Now that I've explained to you how this has happened, I want to give my thoughts. Interesting enough, you'll be surprised to learn that being an ambassador, I have actually heard nothing. I have gotten no information about the Cambria more than the general public has. And in matter of fact, I think many people out there have more information than I do just because they've been staying up to date with leaks. So with that being said, this was my first look at the Quest Pro, otherwise known as the Cambria. I still don't know what to call it. Right off the bat, I think we should talk about the box. It was an interesting choice. They kept with the flowy kind of water-esque look for the background gradient with the white outline. I think this is nice. The white stands out from a lot of other boxes on the shelf that are usually black. However, it's an interesting choice that they made it look almost identical to the Quest 2. I know they're gonna have all the boxes next to each other and they kind of wanna make it look streamlined. However, if they're trying to promote this to enterprises versus consumers, besides the price tag, there's not much that differentiates the two, especially with both of them being under the Quest name. Usually when you have something and then a something pro, it's usually just for those people who are trying to spend an extra penny to get something a little bit better. The way that Meta's been talking about the Quest Pro, that doesn't really seem to be what they're going for with their target market. So in my opinion, the box was an interesting choice. I like it, but it'll be interesting to see how this fits into their plan. But of course, the big thing to talk about is what the Cambria Quest Pro actually looks like. So unveiling the box here, you have the headset on the inside, and it looks about as expected. It looks like the concept art. It's actually a lot thinner than I was expecting. It looks really slick, and it's got a head strap that actually looks more comfortable. I mean, for an enterprise expensive headset, you'd think it'd have a comfortable head strap, so that looks nice. It doesn't even have a top bracing at all, which I actually found surprising because personally I like having that as a little bit of extra support. The Halo strap design does kind of hurt my head a little bit, so we'll see if there's other comfort options that come out for this like there are for the Quest 2. But the headset looks clean. I personally prefer the black design over the white. As cool as the white looks, it's not the greatest for keeping clean, keeping unscuffed, so I definitely am a fan of the black. The slick looking front is ultra nice, and the comfort level actually looks to be a lot better, especially because the headset is looking to be a whole lot lighter. That combination with its design is just going to make it a much better headset to wear for longer periods of time. In most cases, I don't think people are going to be upgrading to the Quest Pro. Like I said, it's meant to be an enterprise headset rather than consumer headset, but I'm trying to look at this from a consumer perspective as it is a standalone headset and it is a better option than the Quest 2 if you have more money. So that's why I'm trying to take this approach from a more consumerized focus, since that's all I really am. I'm not an enterprise. Apart from that, he never actually turned on the headset in the unboxing, nor did he charge it, and the resolution isn't great, so we don't get to see that many of the details. There looks to be a USB-C port on the right side of the headset. I would assume that's for charging or for using Link. I couldn't tell if there was a port for your headphones. I couldn't see a 3mm jack. It might be on the other side. Remember, the resolution is really low, so I'm kind of looking at a blurry image here. When it comes to IPD, I don't see any sliders, so it's probably a mixture of eye tracking to track your pupil distance as well as some manual control on the inside probably. In terms of sound solution, it doesn't have the same type sound solution as they just released with the Logitech Chorus, so I'm going to assume it's something similar to the Quest 2, just a little bit better. And then finally, we can talk about the big thing that was focused on in the unboxing, the weird freaking controllers. I know they're supposed to be flat, and I know that's how they were talked about to be these new revolutionary controllers. They just look strange, especially going from the Quest design, the Quest 1 and 2 design over to the Quest Pro design. Without that little halo ring, it's very interesting. And this is because they have the inside-out tracking, I'd presume, so they don't actually need that halo ring to send feedback to the headset trackers. The top of the controller seems to have the same general layout with the 2 buttons, the 1 flat button, and the 1 joystick. However, the one difference is what looks like either a camera or a sensor at the very top to send feedback to the headset about the controller's location, since it no longer has the halo ring. As per almost any VR controller, it has a grip button on the inside and a trigger on the back. From the looks of the video, the controller does look a little smaller than the original Quest 2s, however that could just be the scaling along with the guy's hand size. The important thing to look at though is actually the fact that there is no battery slot. There's nowhere where you can put in AA batteries because these actually look to be wirelessly charged. On the underneath side, it kind of looks like there's a spot where 3 prongs could plug into it wirelessly to actually charge the controller. That way you never have to use batteries. This is a feature that I absolutely love. Putting batteries into controllers is such a 2010 thing. There's no reason that we need to do that anymore in 2020 when everything is rechargeable. So having this is just a super nice feature. However, it will be interesting to see as the batteries begin to slowly deteriorate in the controllers, will they still have the same battery life? I don't want to hark in on this too much. There isn't much else to be said. The video didn't have that much information in it, but those were just my general thoughts as well as my breakdown of what I've seen on the Quest Pro as of today. It'll be interesting to see if there's any more leaks leading up to the release of MetaConnect, and I'll keep you all updated. So make sure you subscribe and hit that like button if this video was helpful. And if you're excited, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. With that being said, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye.